Good morning. So we have a little equation that we're going to graph up here. Y equals 3x minus 1. Y equals 3x minus 1. Now I have up here a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 0. I need to fill in all these numbers over here. So you guys can pause the video for a second and work on this. How would you do y equals 3x minus 1? How would you fill that in over here? Pause the video for a second and then you can check your work. What we're going to do, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to have y is equal to 3 times something minus 1. If that hint helps you and you can run through the rest of them, you can go ahead and do that. You can pause the video again and check your work. I'm going to go through these here. Y is equal to 3 times something minus 1. Now what's going to go in here is going to be the 0 from right here. What's going to go in here is going to be the 1 from right there. So going through our work here, y is equal to 3 times 0 minus 1. Y is equal to 3 times 0 minus 1. Or y is equal to 3 times 1 minus 1. In this case, y times 3 times 0 is going to be 0. Subtract 1, we're going to end up with a minus 1. Over here, 3 times 1 is going to give us 3. 3 take away 1 is going to give us 2. Moving right along, I have a 2 and I have a 3. I'm going to fill in those values. I have y is equal to 3 times something minus 1. Again, I have y is equal to 3 times something minus 1. Looking up here, what's going to go in here? You probably guessed it, is going to be a 2. What's going to go in here? A 3. Again, we're filling in those x components here. We're filling in what they call the independent variable so that we can solve for y. So up here, 3 times 2 is going to give us a 6. Take away 1. 6 take away 1 is going to give us 5. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Take away 1 is going to be 8. Moving right along, all we have to do now is graph. So over here, I'm going to draw a graph. Hopefully that's in the right place and you guys can see that. Looking through here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I know I'm going to have 8 of them because I have an 8 here. I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably not going to use all of those. I'm only going to use 0, 1, 2, and 3, but I'm going to put those on there. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. And going here, same thing. Do we remember which is the x-axis and which is the y-axis? Think for a second. Is this the x or is this the y? Up here, this is going to be our y-axis. Over here, this is going to be our x. X is always side to side. We're going to plot our points here. First one is 0 and negative 1. 0 and negative 1. 0 and negative 1 is going to give me a point that's going to be right here. I'm going to put 0 and negative 1. That's my first point I'm going to plot. My next one is going to be 1 and 2. That's my next point. Over 1, up 2, I have 1 comma 2. There's my second point. My next one, 2 and 5. I'm going to go over 2. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right over here, right over here. Looks like hopefully I got that in the right spot. That's going to be 2, 5. Next one, I'm going to have 3 and 8. Over 3, 1, 2, 3, up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, looking at that, I am going to have some little point that's hopefully going to be right there. I'm going to have 3, and I'm going to have 8. If we've done our plotting perfectly, we should have a nice straight line going right through there. That line is what we wanted to plot, and that line represents y is equal to 3x minus 1. We'll see